Hi everyone, and welcome to Environmental Education. I'm Christina Moffitt.
And I'm Sean Gerhard.
We're here at our first annual beach cleanup with Hawk TV, Chi Alpha Epsilon, and the youth activists.
We're really excited to get out here today for the first beach cleanup of the year. Thank you for organizing this, Christina. We're going to get out there, pick up some trash that all y'all left behind. Disappointing you guys. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. I'm Christina Moffitt, and we're here at our first annual beach cleanup. We have our coffee bean bags to collect the trash, and we have our labeled buckets. So this one would be rubber, metal, plastic, paper, and foam products. And we have our gloves, of course, for sanitary reasons. So Shannon, is this your first beach cleanup?
No, it's not. I've done a few in the past with Clean Ocean Action and a few that I've just done myself, but when I was actually in Australia last semester, we talked to this one company that their motto is take 3 for the sea. So every time that you're at the beach, you try to take at least 3 things off the beach that could potentially harm wildlife. So I mean, every day's a beach cleanup.
Awesome. And what are some of the items that you're finding here?
We're finding a lot of cans and soft plastics, like wrappers and things like that. And we're finding a lot of cigarette butts, I feel like, the most.
Do you recycle in your own time?
Yeah, but I mean, I think recycling is kind of a failed practice. I try to reduce as much as I can and reuse as much as I can. So I'm trying to eliminate all plastics from my life and go zero waste and plastic free.
Definitely. And why do you think it's important for people to come out and participate in these events?
I mean, it's easy to say, there's plastic in our oceans, there's plastic on our beaches, but unless you're here and you're actually seeing how many cigarette butts and how many handfuls of soft plastic and things like that you're actually finding, it's really hard to actually see the impact of it unless you're here witnessing it.
Maya, is this your first beach cleanup?
No, this is not my first beach cleanup. I've probably done about at least 20 beach cleanups. I don't know how many in total though.
Well, that's awesome. But what kind of items are you finding out here?
There's a lot of candy wrappers. There's a lot of cigarette butts. Not as many straws, which is good on us. But yeah, candy wrappers. That's a surprising amount of candy wrappers.
Why do you think it's so important for people to come out here and do these beach cleanups?
Because the corporations won't do them themselves, so they might as well get some free volunteering people to do it for them. But it's going to go into the water, and it's going to, harm our fish and and pollute our oceans, so someone has to do it.
Do you have a tip for people to keep our environment clean?
Yes. I think that it is almost an entire thing where if you're eating better, you're eating fruit and things that don't come in plastic, just be prepared. And plus it's healthier for your body.
And I'm here with the most handsome men on the beach today, Marco and Mateo. So where are you guys from?
We're from
New Jersey? What part of New Jersey?
Ocean County.
Ocean County? Me too. How long have you guys been coming to this beach?
We come here every once in a while. Not that often. Not too often, but we still come here every once in a while.
Now, when you come here, do you see a lot of trash on the beach, or is it relatively clean, would you say?
Sometimes there's trash. Sometimes there's not that much in sight.
Do you guys try to clean up after yourselves when you come visit?
Yeah, we usually don't leave anything here that we took.
How important do you think it is to keep the beaches clean here?
Very important, because if it gets into the ocean, then it'll pollute and all of the animals could die. And the earth will get hurt.
The earth will get hurt, you're right, man. Well, thank you guys for taking your trash up after yourselves. Unlike some other people on this beach, hopefully they change their minds like you guys, as you guys are the future of our earth, and hopefully we can keep it clean and keep it safe. So what are we doing here today?
We're doing a beach cleanup. So we're just cleaning up any trash that we find and sorting it.
How long have you been out here so far?
It's almost an hour.
Almost an hour, and how many bags have you filled up so far?
So far, one pretty stuffed. We're gonna need to switch that out soon because we're getting a lot.
And is this your first beach cleanup?
It is.
It
yeah.
is? What would you say is the most common item you're finding here on the beach?
A lot of water bottles. We're finding a lot of water bottles. Also like Dunkin' Donuts cups, Bubba Coos burritos cups. It's really reflective of the stuff that's around here, like the food, because like we're right by Brighton Ave. It has like the Bubba Coos and Chinese place. We found a couple bags. So
if you could give like one tip to the common person who comes to the beach to keep the beach cleaner, what would it be?
throw your stuff out in the proper receptacles. Don't put it on the beach.
You heard it here first. Leave your footprints on the beach, not your trash.
Welcome back. I'm Christina and I'm here with Abby. Abby, is this your first beach cleanup?
Yes, it is. I've never been to one before, but I had the opportunity today, so I wanted to help out.
Well, thank you for coming. And what are some of the items that you're most commonly finding?
For some reason, styrofoam boxes was a big one today. Water bottles, lids, newspapers, just a bunch of stuff like shoved down in cracks and cans and stuff like that.
Would you say the styrofoam containers might be due to Monmouth's campus, like the to-go containers that they give out?
No, it was more like insulation from when you open a package type of stuff.
Why do you think it's important for people to come out and do these beach cleanups?
Because otherwise it'll just get into the ocean and just hurt all the animals, and it just doesn't look right when you just see trash laying around, because that's something that we did as humans and we need to fix that.
Definitely. Do you think you'll participate in more beach cleanups?
Yes, for sure.
Awesome. Thanks for coming out, Abby.
So I'm here with Gali. And Gali, where are you from?
I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
And how long have you been coming to this beach?
On and off for like 10 years for family vacations, and when we pass by to go to New York, sometimes we stop here. We took some family photos one time on this beach.
You've been coming here for 10 years. So the trash you've seen on the beach, do you think it's been getting better or worse in this last 10 years?
Probably worse, but we always try to clean up after ourselves when we leave. If people remember to bring bags and take it with them, even if there's no garbage can, that's certainly helpful.
And how important do you think it is to keep the beach clean?
Very important, especially because this is a really nice area, and I think people come because they want a nice beach location, and so it helps create a really nice environment for families and singles and children to have a nice clean beach.
Thank you for taking the responsibility of cleaning up after yourself, and hopefully more others can to keep this beach clean.
Nate, why do you think it's so important for people to come out and do these beach cleanups?
Well, I mean, it's just one small part of doing your part to make sure that the earth is nice and clean, because a beach cleanup may not seem like a big deal, but it adds up, It really connects to everything. It adds up, and just doing your part, even if it's something as small as just cleaning up a strip of your local beach, it helps. It really does.
Definitely cleaning up will help. And do you have a tip for protecting our environment and making sure that our trash is cleaned up?
Honestly, I really can't say much other than just, take responsibility. If you see a piece of trash on the ground, throw it out. If you have something, don't throw it on the ground, because no one's going to come pick it up for you, like most people won't. So it's really just up to you as an individual to just take responsibility for your own actions and just throw out your own garbage.
Do you think the trash on this beach has been increasing or decreasing in the last recent years?
Honestly, I think it's just been increasing, but I do like to believe that we're making a conscious effort to decrease it, but I understand that's harder for most people because most people just generally don't care enough to actually throw it out, so I'm liable to say it's increasing, and I've seen it increase a little bit, so there you go.
Well, to avoid our trash from increasing on the beach, let's make sure that we take responsibility and clean up for ourselves. Thanks, Nate.
Well, that's a wrap here for our beach cleanup today, as all the wrappers have been taken off the beach, no pun intended. And Christina, any final thoughts on the cleanup today?
Definitely. Thank you to everyone who came out to our beach cleanup. A special shout out to our associate producer, Ryan Waldis, who will be graduating this May. And we found an overwhelming amount of trash here on this Long Branch beach, which is about 5 minutes away from campus, and with a population of about 31,000 people. So we do have a lot of people coming out here, but we need to make sure that we are cleaning up our trash when we're leaving the beach. And thanks so much to everyone for watching our first season of environmental education. We'll be back next semester.